Okay, welcome back to Rock and Rattle Retreat. Fall of 2020.
And here we have it, April 2023. Into March, beginning of April. We got some stuff formed up for the walls down there. Alright, so after the pour, we got that done in walls, and the rest of it was formed up. Well, almost the rest of it formed up. This south garage needs a little bit more done yet before they can pour. But this is what we have. So before the pour, I'm going to dig the footers for the deck coming off the front. And you can see the X marks the spot for the deck posts. So the BX25 comes out and digs some footers for the deck posts. Let's get it set up here. Gotta get the outriggers down, get out, turn around the seat, and start digging. This first one is a bit weird because it's mostly fill in here. Well, they're all fill, but this is 57 rocks, and it just kind of caves in on itself. Dig down far enough. That's going to have to do. And then the next one is hard fill out of shale. Holds its shape much better. Need a 2 foot by 2 foot by 1 foot deep hole at least. And we're going to push back. Set the outriggers down again and start digging the next one. There is 5 holes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Fifth one's kind of off the edge back there. They kind of line up. Should be good. There is the well portion there. This is where the stairs are going to be. There's my lovely wife. Door into the basement. And looky, we're cooking dinner and eating dinner inside the house for the first time.
Not much of a view though.
But it's a little windy outside, so we decided to move everything inside. Well, inside the walls. But we have concrete walls. And we're drinking a ginger beer. And a bold rock.
I assume you want it open.
Yes, please.
Alright, for dinner we have a salmon burger, salad, and macaroni salad. Now, inside the walls we've drilled some holes. One for the septic going out. And kind of pop some stuff off the inside. And then on the other side is the well. So water coming in, and the electric. Another hole over there for the electric coming in for the well. So the water comes in there and gonna get wired up so that the well can get turned on from the inside. Alright, here we go. The pump truck arrives. We could hear this thing coming up the road for half a mile or more. So mainly the garages on each end are getting poured, along with the, I believe, mudroom on the south end. There's a guy over there spraying the forms for release agents. Pump truck getting ready to go. Here comes the first cement truck. And we have had some problems with these guys. Today they sent up 2 cement trucks because the scales at the cement plant have broken, so they can't weigh the cement going out, and that's how they determine how much cement's in there. So they're working on the plant as we're actually pumping. So there's 2 trucks, 8 yards each. That's 16 yards in total we're pumping right now. That's one. Here comes the other one. And they are pumping walls full of concrete. The problem is they don't have enough concrete to finish everything, so they get what they can done. There's still a little bit in this front wall that needs to be done of the north garage. So they're getting some of that south garage done in the mudroom. Now that pump truck where they're pumping into, it can't actually pump the entire load out. So there is some sitting in the back end of it. And what they're going to do is turn that thing around, and the back end is going to come over here, and it's going to basically dump, there it is, concrete on the ground, and then they're going to take and they're going to put that concrete, or a lot of that concrete, in that form there to fill it up so it's done, and then they're going to take some of that and put it around where they're low. In the meantime, we have waterproofing going to be going in. It's this plastic panel. They're going to be cutting it to size for where the backfill is, because they don't want it to stick up above the backfill. Doesn't need to stick up above the backfill. So they cut it for the slopes where the backfill's going and basically hammer nail it. Power nail? Basically a little 22 blank cartridge powering nails through that and the concrete to nail it up on the side of the walls that need to be waterproofed. And then they take some caulk and caulk the top of it. This is a tougher material than putting like tar on the side of the building or the concrete. I said you can basically throw bigger rocks at it and it won't rip and tear. Or if you do that with the tar, it'll puncture the tar and go into the concrete, and then you possibly can have water damage. So the pump truck is waiting around to see if the concrete plant is actually going to get fixed and send up a couple more trucks so we can finish this off. So that's the concrete pump truck driver there on the red on the left, and then all the workers rolling up the stuff. They're going to take it over there and start putting it on the foundation walls of the building. And there is some of that waterproofing. See these little nail plates there, the little silver pieces, they nailed them up. Okay, now here's that corner that I had to blast and chisel out. The forms just fit in there. There's a little bit of a gap left, but they have enough room to put the forms in there and formed it up. And there's the pump truck moved. They actually got 2 concrete trucks coming up. They got those scales working and they filled up 2 more trucks and they're sending them up. So he's getting ready to work, though those trucks are a ways out. But that thing moves real slow, as you can tell. And there's one of the concrete trucks. They put the chemicals in, a little extra water, and here we are pumping it. Coming out of the truck, into the pump truck. And if you look down in there, the concrete is flowing. So they start in one corner and it's just basically running to the other side. It's a little soupy in my book. There's the second truck. Put the chemicals in, put extra water, and off they go again. Filling up the forms. And you can see by this wall here where the door is down to the basement, there is waterproofing on that also. Nope, that was the first truck. This is the second truck. Sorry, I'm out of tune there. And then off they go down the road to the other build location for the other property owner. All the forms off now, and look at that, we got concrete walls. Next step is going to be all the flats, which is the garages, the basement floor, and that's a lot of flooring. So it's all the prep going to be leading up to that. And here is some of the prep. All that rock we raked to the back to get the front of it flat. We are now dumping out the back crawl space access area to fill in that and to get it out of the basement. You can see the drain right there in front. We gotta get that on right grade so it's gonna drain out. But we gotta get this rock out of here and get this floor, rock floor, flat again and the drain set so that we can get concrete poured in here. Well, after we get the flat rocks, we're going to put foam down and PEX on top of the foam for our radiant floor heating. And that goes in the basement and the garages also. Here we go. This is how we do it. Rocks in buckets, and then buckets over the wall through the crawl space access, and just pour bucket after bucket. Don't know how many buckets or how many pounds are getting poured back there. But back there is also the footer, the drain footer. Now this is the back wall, and we need to put the footer drain in for the back wall also. In the meantime, here, in order to get it in there, we found that they poured concrete outside the wall, doing whatever they do, and I got to break it up and move it to put in the pipe to do that. So break it up and shovel it over.
Well, that's what I'm doing right now.
And there is the drain pipe to do it. There is holes in the bottom of that pipe to let the water in. Now we're going to pour some 57s over that. Problem is we don't have enough 57 rock to cover all of the pipe. So we're going to use what we got, and we got some on order. The problem with 57 is that it's dusty. So while he go get some more, or is he going somewhere else here? I think he's gonna finish pouring his bucket out. Dust. We're gonna spread out as much as we can. Now here's the downside of building. It's all the garbage the contractors leave. Water bottles, gloves, soda bottles. And they don't care where they put them. A lot of it is going down into the footers. See, here's a water bottle. And there's another water bottle, which is partially covered with concrete. Ugh. So get those out of the footer. And a box. Another set of gloves. They just ball them up and throw them wherever they want to. I mean, technically it's going to get covered with concrete, but I don't need little voids from the water bottles down there, or rotting gloves underneath my concrete. And then these little strips of blank 22s that they use to nail in the waterproofing. And actually some of those didn't actually go off, so some of them are alive. Don't need that under my concrete. Or not my concrete, but the backfill that's going to go in there. Piece of wire, more strips of those little blanks. More blanks. Little piece of cardboard. So there we go. Picking up all that trash. And this is the fall of 2022. No, this is spring of 2023. And then you'll never see this again because there's a wall there now. This is the fall of 2022. Before we had a wall. Before we got concrete. Well, thanks for watching. You want to keep track of us? Subscribe. Leave us a comment. Give us a thumbs up. What color do you like? Talk to you later.